We're back now with Center Ice. It's been a few weeks, but we're happy to have you back on the show, Coach.
It's nice to be back, Emily.
Now, you guys went on the road for the last few weeks of November and returned home to sweep Niagara before finals. What have you learned about this team through that first third of the season?
Well, I think the first part of the season, you can't win any trophies in the first part of the season, but what you can do is you can make it really tough to win those later on in the season. So we basically said to our kids, let's play well enough, let's put ourselves in a position so we can compete for a regular season title, compete for a league title. And I've been very happy with the work ethic and how we've competed in every game. And right now we stand at 5-2-1 in the league. We're tied for third place. I think we have a game in hand on a couple teams above us. And we're in a great position to win a regular season title going forward.
And you're 5-1-1 at home here. And as we look ahead in the schedule, the next 6 games are home as well. How crucial are these next few weeks as you do begin that second half where you start looking for those trophies?
Yeah, we try to just stay within the moment. I think when you get looking too far ahead, all of a sudden you lose sight of what's right in front of you. So right now we have the UConn Hockey Classic coming up, and we're excited to be playing in that. And we'll have a great opponent in Sacred Heart, which is actually a league game. We had a really good game with them here earlier in the year, I believe in October. And now we'll have them again in the first round of this tournament, and we're excited for that.
And we are all excited about that. UConn Hockey Classic coming to Hartford, XL Center will be great. Can you give us a little bit more insight about all the teams that will be here for that weekend?
Sure. Well, on the other half is Quinnipiac and UMass. And UMass has always had a pretty strong team within Hockey East. I'm familiar with their team. And Quinnipiac's been excellent the last 3 or 4 years. Rand's done a terrific job down there over his 20 years. But lately, with them competing for the national title last year, and they're, I think, a top 10 team this year, they'll be, hopefully, if we play well and are able to move on to the championship game, and Quinnipiac's able to move past UMass, we'd have a chance to compete against them in the finals. I think that would be really exciting for the state of Connecticut.
Oh, I'm sure the fans would love that, and they get a chance to play at the XL Center in Hartford, bring some hockey back to the XL Center, and you'll be playing all of your league games there next year. What are you looking forward to most about being able to play in Hartford?
Well, I think it's a terrific facility. It's a 16,000-seat facility. I'm hoping that we can come close to filling it. That would be the most exciting thing. But it's just a professional facility, and it's where the Whalers played for years. So I think going forward, when we do enter Hockey East, to have a facility like that to compete in for our home games, it's going to be really nice.
And next up on the show, we're going to have one of your assistant coaches, Mike Souza, on the show. You talked a little bit in our last episode about his role with the power play team. What else can you tell us about Coach Souza's role with the team?
Mike came from, well, he's a terrific player at New Hampshire, and he was at Brown the last 2 years after playing many years pro here and also over in Europe. And he has a great understanding and of knowledge of the recruiting areas. He did an excellent job at Brown for them, and he does really good work with our power play. I think our power play is top 10 in the country right now, and it's certainly been significant in a lot of the games we've won. We've been able to score power play goals, so we know going forward if we want to be successful, we have to have a good power play. It's hard enough to score goals 5-on-5. When you get that man advantage, you have to take full advantage of it, and Mike's done a great job with our kids, getting them to understand the different concepts and what he wants from them, and it's been successful so far the first half of the season.
Well, I know we're all looking forward to seeing even more from that power play team, and we'll check in with Coach Souza a little bit later in the show. So thanks so much for coming on, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the XL Center on the 29th for the UConn Hockey Classic.
Thanks, Emily. And on behalf of the hockey staff, I'd like to wish you a happy holiday to you and the entire production staff here at UConn.
Thank you so much. Let's head now to a special edition of Coach's Corner. We are here now with assistant coach Mike Souza. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Coach.
Glad to be here.
Now, Coach Cav gave us a little taste of what you do here at UConn. Can you give us some background on yourself from your playing days till now?
Sure. I played 4 years at the University of New Hampshire, and after that I played 5 years here in the American Hockey League, and then I went over to Europe and played 6 years internationally in Europe and in a few different countries. I finished up playing in Italy and on the Italian national team the last 3 years.
Well, we know that this power play unit that you have been in charge of has been very successful. 11 of our 33 goals this season have been on the power play. What is your approach in coaching that unit that allows it to be so productive?
You know what, the kids have done a nice job of adapting to some of the concepts we put in. I mean, the biggest thing for us is making sure that we move the puck, our bodies move, and then we have a net front presence. And we try to create second opportunity goals at the net front, and I think our guys have done a pretty good job with that in the early going.
And I know you're very involved in the recruiting process. We just finished up the fall recruiting area. You guys were able to sign 7 guys to that early signing period. What type of athlete do you guys look for, and what kind of group have you started to put together?
I don't think there's a cookie cutter player or person that we look for. We're pretty happy. We have a kid coming next year from Finland, and we have kids from Western Canada. We have prep school kids from the New England area. So our biggest thing is we're trying to find good people. And good players, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. And I think the group of kids we have coming next year, we're really excited about.
Bring some big-time hockey to Hockey East here at UConn. We like that. Now the UConn Hockey Classic is coming up here at the XL Center. I know your team is really looking forward to that. What do you like most about these kind of tournaments from a player's perspective and a coach's perspective?
You know, I think in every sport, I mean, you're playing for championships at the end of the year, but I think as the season progresses, it's nice to play for things during the year. Mm-hmm. Sort of a dress rehearsal, I think, for the ultimate goal of winning a league title, a national championship, or what have you. But I think in order to do that, I think you have to learn how to win in a short, sort of single elimination type environment, and this tournament in this format provides that.
Well, we're all looking forward to that tournament. I know it's going to be a fun one. The UConn Hockey Classic will start Sunday, the 29th, at the XL Center. Quinnipiac will play UMass at 4 o'clock.
And we play Sacred Heart at 7 o'clock. Looking forward to having you come down and support the team.
1 ticket will get you into both games that day. And then Monday the 30th will be day 2 of the tournament. The consolation game will be at 4 o'clock, and we're hoping to see these guys in the championship game at 7. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. With Mike Souza, I'm Emily Noonan for Huskies All Access. That's all from Center Ice. We'll see you out there.